Welcome back to the channel and welcome to yet another COVID-19 update. So coming to you from Shenzhen in China, weather today is 17 degrees and clear. As usual, first we go to the numbers. So for the numbers in China, there are 74,279 confirmed cases. There are 2,006 deaths, and there are 14,388 recoveries. Take the deaths and recoveries from the confirmed, and you have an active confirmed of 57,885. Of those, 57,885 are in a severe condition. 83% of all cases continue to be at the epicenter in Hubei province. Other provinces which have more than 1,000 cases are Guangdong with 1,331, Henan with 1,262, Zhejiang with 1,173, and Hunan with 1,008. Globally, there are 921 confirmed cases, 3 deaths and 123 recoveries. The global active confirmed cases, which are confirmed cases, deaths and recoveries, are 795. The main increases of global numbers have been in Japan, Singapore and South Korea. So Hubei authorities have announced that they're going to start going door to door and testing pretty much everybody in the province to try and get on top of the spread of the virus. Just want to point out to you that that is really a massive task, as Hubei has a population of around 60 million, which is actually similar in size to the UK. There's been a major study of data released today by the Chinese CDC. I will put the main part of the data up on the screen now. It's quite an involved report. I don't have as yet have a link to it online, but as soon as I do have one, or I do find one, I will post it. This report was sent to me by a WeChat group that I'm part of. It contains a lot of data and a lot of reading, so I will summarize it. So the data studied 72,314 patient records, which I think went from sort of the end of December up until the 11th of February. And the records detail 44,672 confirmed cases, 16,186 suspected cases, and 899 cases where the carrier of the coronavirus displayed no symptoms. The vast majority of confirmed cases recorded in people between the ages of 30 and 69. 81% of the confirmed cases was classified as mild. 4.7% of the confirmed cases had reached a critical status, meaning patients had exhibited symptoms like respiratory failure, septic shock and multiple organ dysfunction or failure. However, half of the cases categorised as critical had turned fatal. The CDC data also just suggested that fatality rates were higher among men than women. Personally, I think that is probably due to a large proportion of men in China are pretty heavy smokers. Smoking is a lot less among women here in China, although I do see more young women now smoking, but I don't see a lot of old women smoking, but a lot of men do smoke quite heavily. A 2.8% fatality rate for male patients, whereas 1.7% of cases in women resulted in death. The study shows the province of Hubei's death rate was 2.9%, compared with 0.4% in the rest of China, and the findings put the overall death rate of the COVID-19 virus at 2.3%. So that's including Hubei and the rest of China. And the study also identified people with existing illnesses are much more at risk. So the highest risk cardiovascular disease at number 1, followed by diabetes, chronic respiratory disease and hypertension. Hypertension being high blood pressure. Okay, on to other news. Plasma therapy is effective. So the plasma therapy has been found to be stable and a safe method that has so far been found effective in treating patients, especially those in a severe condition, but not those in a critical condition. So in patients that have recovered, antibodies have been found. These can help fight the virus in infected people better. Next to the cruise ship, an additional 88 people on the Diamond Princess cruise ship have been tested positive, bringing the total to 542, according to Japan's public broadcaster. Cases outside of Hubei province continue to decline. This is obviously affecting the global supply chain now quite a lot. And Jaguar Land Rover have announced that they only have enough parts currently to continue production for the next 2 weeks. They've also said that their sales are pretty much non-existent at the moment in the Chinese market. Germany have announced that they've sent another 8.7 tons of medical supplies to China with an approximate value of $162,000. The supplies include protection gear and disinfectant, so well done Germany. The Ministry of Public Security in China have banned violent enforcement of protection measures. It seems in Hubei that some of the police and volunteers had got a bit carried away with how they were dealing with people who were not complying with orders. They were getting a bit too forceful. That has now been outlawed by the Ministry of Public Security. Finally, GM, Fiat, Chrysler and Toyota have said they have started to get back to work, and all production at all their plants within China will resume during this week. So quite a short one today. That does bring me to the end of the update for today. It may be that I start doing the updates less often than daily because there's not so much new news coming out every day now. If I feel there's something worthwhile, that I will do one, but you'll probably see me on these updates every 2 or 3 days from now on. We will keep uploading other content to our channel, so if you want to know about that, please subscribe. If you do like this video, give us a thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm get us out there. And if you really want to know as soon as we get new stuff, hit those bells. See you next time, and as always for now, take care.